Good morning, Suzanne Joy.
Good morning, Deborah, LeeAnn.
So, sometimes when you're sitting with unease, you just you just gotta laugh to shift the energy. Oh my gosh. Okay, would you please introduce our topic today?
So today we're talking about Gene Key 57, which is written by Richard Rudd. And this is a key that the shadow that we all feel in our humanness is unease, as Deborah was mentioning. But out of unease, as we tap into our bodies, we tap into the gift of intuition, which I'm sure everybody here who listens to Deborah and I know a lot about intuition, or maybe you're just learning about intuition, which is a great gift. But out of intuition, the citic state, or the highest essence of consciousness, is clarity.
Yeah. And and this is the fourth key in this codon ring of matter and matter, matter. And the way we say it here in the United States tends to round off those T's to D's, and we sound like we're matter, which maybe we are. I don't know. But the what I love about this codon ring that I'm also studying in the background is that it has a lot to do with our body. And so each of the keys we've talked about has gone from the mental construct, the physical construct, the emotional parts of our system. And this key has a lot to do, and it was formed in us in our in gestation while we were still in our mother's womb. And so what I love about that is that it means there's nothing we did or could have done to change what we received in that transmission of from conception to birth. So sometimes I feel like a lot of us spiritual people beat ourselves up like, I need to get over this. I need to let go of this. And it's, guess what? This is who we are. And this unease is so rampant that Suzanne and I have both been not feeling well. I'll let her share, knocked out for quite a while. And I've just been having a purging in my system, and that's coming out through skin rashes and poison ivy and whatever. So I am feeling that need to share about the ugliness of the unease, that we can't control it. It's there all the time. And how do we just surrender into, okay, that is going to all be going on, but I don't have to tap into it. I can be a tuning fork to shift what's going on within me. And how hard that is when we're out in a mass collective, in a community event, where 90 something percent of the planet is really stuck in that space. And it has a lot to do with evil. And we have a lot of conversations in our world right now, in our government right now, about evil. So I want to ask you about that. Suzanne, what are some ways that you can feel yourself unplugging from the unease in your body, outside of yourself, to allow that gift of intuition to show up?
I think one of the biggest times for me, well, certainly, um, whenever there's been super upheaval, I typically have wondered, is this really me, or is this the collective? Or like, I really have to, just start. It's more of a curiosity and a questioning. I start there. And if it's not happening like internal turmoil, then I know that it's something that's outside. So it's always about tuning in. And this is why Deborah and I actually call this show Tuning In, because we're it's time that we take ownership of our own, like, ship, our captain of our ship, and really tune in to who we are. And so, one of the ways in which I do it is just being still and being really quiet. I used to do a lot of meditation. I don't do as much, but I feel all the surroundings around me. And then I just pause and I listen, and listen I listen to my core. I A lot of it, I think I can tell the difference from when I was in St. Louis. I felt a lot more, and it was super intense. But then when I come from it, everything calms down. I mean, it's just the energetics of the area too. Um,
Yeah, in the mountains, it's got to be more grounded. Um, yeah, so the tuning in is a huge thing, and what I'm learning is my active mind always wanted to know where is it, what's it coming from, how did I, and I'm learning to just go, huh, I what if I don't even know? And what if it's not important for me to know? I mean, if it is important for me to know, my body, I'm learning to trust, has so much intuition in it that it allows me to, if I just stop and, like you were saying, that pausing. I think we maybe have moved from the longer sitting in meditation spaces to being able to drop in much more quickly, um, which is so helpful because we can do a quick scan and go, oh, okay, I see that, I feel that. Um, and then I want to play with taking that next leap to into clarity, which he also says is all of our higher gifts: clairaudience, clairsentience, and the clairs. And which is really just dropping into the field of infinite wisdom and knowledge, or wisdom, or all that is, so that we're in that akasha and we can go, oh, seeing things from that bigger space. We lose this inner I, me, ego thing, and it makes it so big. But that sounds beautiful, but I don't know if I know how to consciously choose that. Or anyway, thoughts on that?
um, as I've been in a state working with my body this week, um, as Deborah mentioned, I was flat out for in isolation for 5 days. Um, I would say it is about trusting the body and recognizing that each moment that we have is the eternal now. And yes, this may be happening physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but our body is that, as Richard, the first stone, it's polishing. So as I was in that space, I would literally talk to my cells and know they're rearranging and doing what they need to do, cleaning,
Yeah,
purging.
purging.
Purging. They're doing their thing. And I just remained soft. I wasn't judgmental. I witnessed, even in my discomfort or unease, that everything is in its perfect order, just allowing it to move through, and knowing that too, I really felt more divine presence. I think that it also gave me time to slow down because I'd been traveling, and now I'm not moving, and I was like, okay, there's no place to go, this is it. And
Yeah.
can you just be and soften and enjoy. I mean, I know that sounds crazy to say enjoy it, but this too is part of our life, right? So
Yeah, it's part of the matter
Right.
that we are. And it's not the truth of who we are. It is just the sensations of being human in this moment, you know? Um, and there's a lot to get spun up about. I was just sharing something about reading in my morning news feed, and how that can totally color my whole system so quickly. So one of the things, I wanted to share the mudra, and then was there anything else that was in the chapter that was a takeaway for you? Um, I'll go ahead and do the mudra really quickly. So the mudra, you take your thumb and index finger and put them together, like your, at first I thought we were going to create like vision, like glasses. You connect your other fingers and your wrists so that so what comes together is when you put it up close to your eyes, you put like your tops of your fingers into your third eye. And as you keep your eyes open on this one, you can actually look through that triangle, that facet that your fingers are making, and allow that, just keeping your eyes open, to breathe and allow the clarity to be there.
Mm.
And I'm sure if I do that in public, I might be looked at as weird, but I'm thinking it might be something I might need to do. Like when I get a bit overwhelmed with all of the noise, or the high, the intense energy.
I think w- we have spent as a species so much energy on the masculine side of mental acuity and so focused on the mind that this this is about the art of softness. It's the gentle wind, and this is getting back into our bodies and remembering these are innate antennas that allow us to tune in and sense in multiple ways. We can talk all the ways of intuition, um, but that gift that we have is um, is is really super powerful. And I I don't want to say that it's over the mental, but it's, I think when we pair it together, we can make really wise decisions, um, and not picking up other people's antenna per se. But I've been really focused my energy on tuning into my divinity, my God spark, and listening from that perspective, like where I need to be when I need to be there. So,
Yeah, the essence, we used to call that the truth of who we are. And um, our skin and our energy field has all kinds of senses. I remember learning from a shaman years ago that the area, our aura, the energy field that we have around us has 30,000 eyes. And I love that idea that there's all of these things looking for all of these, there's, sensing into what's going on all around us at all times. I mean, we think we've only got these, which is what I love about the clarity, because we're not the mudra. We're not looking through these. We're looking through the triangle above, which is the apex of our higher vision, to find the clarity. So, yeah.
wishing that everybody tune into their Claire this week, um,
Yeah.
recognizing that's the most powerful inner compass that you can access.
And when the unease comes, which it will regularly, all the time, how we can welcome it with gratitude and go, thanks. Now I know it's time to turn into my intuition and then clarity. So anyway, take good care. and we hope to talk to you soon.